This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome, everybody, to the TCSF Emergency Podcast. Let me bring this down. And wow. The Chicago Bulls finally got off their butts and started making some deals. So breaking news as of today, I had to rush home and get everything set up, but definitely some trades to talk about. Yesterday, we touched on it. Chicago was a third-party facilitator in a trade between Sacramento and Cleveland, acquiring Dario Šarić and 2 future second-round picks in exchange for Emmanuel Miller, who was a two-way player. And then today, their first deal was Detroit and Minnesota Timberwolves. And the deal with Detroit and Minnesota 3-team trade. The Bulls acquired young guard Jaden Ivey, he's like 22, 23, and veteran Mike Conley Jr. Chicago was sending wing Kevin Huerter and forward Dario Šarić, who they just got 2 days ago, to the Pistons as part of the transaction. And then they make another move and trade Nikola Vučević, traded the All-Star and a second-round future second-round pick to Boston in exchange for Anfernee Simons and a future second-round pick. So they swapped second-round picks, and Vuč and Anfernee Simons were traded. Wow, this is huge. And it's like, are they going to continue to be aggressive and make these moves? There was a lot of expiring contracts. And you've got to get something before they just walk away, and that's a problem with the Bulls. Here's the thing: is that you're looking at I believe Anfernee Simons is going to be. He's also on an expiring contract, but he's a restricted free agent, which means the Bulls can sit back and see if there's any offers up there. They learned that from the Giddey situation, where go ahead, go listen to offers, and you know what? Well, this is our offer. We think it's a fair offer. Go ahead. If you can get a better offer, cool, great. We'll match it because we want to keep you, and not do a Patrick Willis. And when you sign a man for $80 million and god awful too many years, and now he's averaging like 4 points a game. So Anfernee Simons, you know what? I got his stats up here right now. This year in 49 games, he's averaging 14.2 points. 2.4 rebounds, 2.4 assists. He's shooting at 44% field goals, 39.5 from the 3-point range, 88.9 free throws. Pretty decent numbers, very comparable to Vuč, which was a double figure kind of guy that can get you, your points. So again, we are getting Anfernee Simons. This is ahead of the game tonight against Milwaukee. So we're stacking up on picks. We got 2 future second-round picks in the first deal. We're swapping second-round picks in the Vučević deal. And right now it looks like we're stacking up guards. So we're going to be short, very short. When I mean by height, you're going to have Jalen Smith playing center, and I don't know who else they're going to have behind that. So it might be a team rebound thing, but we are stacked with guards left and right. And I'm going to try to pull up the roster in a second. But the other players, Jaden Ivey, that I am very excited about, is doing, very limited time, 33 games, 8.2 points, 2.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists, shooting 45% from the field, but also 37.2 from 3-point range. Another young player that, can definitely light it up. I'm trying to pull up his age right now. He's 23. Jaden Ivey's 23. And if I go to Anfernee Simons, he's 26. So you've got another young bucks that you can add to the Giddey and the Buzelis. I want to say the roster, right? You're adding more young talent, giving guys some runway, some leeway to play. So right now what that means is that they're listening to Kobe offers, Ayo offers. I think they'll move one. I don't think they move both. So we'll see which one they do. I'd rather keep Ayo at the moment. I think he has more of an upside right now. I think Kobe has plateaued. I think he'll do great on a team that's contending where he can just spot up for three. But yeah, definitely it is a great day for Chicago Bulls fans, as either they're going for it and they're stacking up assets to try to get Giannis. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comments. But if you really think that the Bulls are trying to get Giannis, I know the odds dropped significantly from like, I don't know, plus 40,000 to plus 250. So if there's something going on there, we don't know as at the moment, but I believe the trade deadline is here and there. I don't want, let me pull that up. NBA trade deadline. When is the deadline at? It is February 5th at 2 p.m. our time, Central Time. So they've got 2 more days to make some more moves and acquire more assets if that's what they're trying to move for Giannis. But you know, that's hopeful thinking. But what are you going to have if you do get Giannis? What are you going to have on a team? It's just going to be a bunch of young bucks, and he's not. No, sorry to pun, but he's going to not have a winning organization that can win right around now, unless they are also shedding salary so they can get somebody to come in the offseason to pair up with Giannis. But that's a lot of woulda, shouldas, and ifs and buts. So right now, what you have is Anfernee Simons, young buck. You have another Jaden Ivey, another young buck that you can pair up. But that's 4 guards. That's 4 guards that we have going on. It's a lot. We also picked up Mike Conley Jr. A veteran of the game, moved around, can be a great asset off the bench, or a professional that can teach these young bucks how to be a professional NBA player. So there's a lot that's happening. Again, Vučević has been traded for Anfernee Simons, and the Celtics and the Bulls have swapped future second-round picks. Earlier in the day 3-team backcourt shakeup, which is the Detroit Pistons, Minnesota, and Timberwolves, and the Bulls made some moves. The Bulls acquired Jaden Ivey and veteran Mike Conley. We shipped out Kevin Huerter and Dario Šarić to the Pistons. So the Bulls are making moves. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Drop it off in the comments. Let me know. Are we stacking up to get Giannis and try to, because he's got about a year and a half now left on his contract. Is he going to be coming back to the team he gets traded for? Are you going to try to re-sign him to a max deal? What is AK? What is the plan? What is the plan? Because for years and years that you've been in charge, you have done minimal to nothing. I know we got Okoro for Lonzo Ball, and that was actually a really good trade. I like Okoro a lot. I think he meshes well with the team and the young guys that we have. But what is the plan? What are we trying to do? Let me pull up the Bulls roster right now. Come on. So you got Giddey, Buzelis. Giddey's a point guard. Buzelis is a small forward. Kobe White and Ayo, both shooting guards. One of them might go. Right now, Yuki is brought up from the G League. Once they fill out their roster, they're definitely going to send them back down. Noah Nsange is injured. Jalen Smith will be playing center for the future. Okoro is a shooting guard as well. Trey Jones is injured, should be back within a week. Does this mean Patrick Williams is going to get a lot of time, or will he be packaged in the future trade? That means you're going to have to eat a contract back, though, because it's a lot of money to get rid of him for a guy who's getting paid $80 million, averaging 4 points, and can't rebound and likes to stay at the 3-point line. And he's not good at it. So yeah, maybe Zach Collins can fill in with Jalen Smith, but again, once you start playing those big boys with big centers, they're going to get dominated. I know we have Ulbrich, another center that they can bring up. Dalen Terry's been playing pretty good. Julian Phillips is also, in the last couple of games, they've gotten some minutes and playing very well. Again, they've added Jaden Ivey, another shooting guard, Mike Conley, another point guard. They're stacked with guards, and Anfernee Simons, another point guard. So where is the playing time going to be? Where are these guys going to fit in? Like, it's going to be a whole new rotation, and these guys have to get used to playing with new players, a new coach. it's going to be a lot of growing pains going forward after the trade deadline. And I hopefully the Bulls are not done, right? They're going to have to trade for a big, and let's say it's even a smaller one. What if they trade for Zion, right? I don't know how everyone feels about Zion, but if he was eating himself out there down in the South, he's not going to do well with Chicago food because Chicago food is phenomenal. And I don't know, maybe he needs a change of scenery. Maybe he's one of those guys that it starts clicking in after a couple years and a change of scenery and um, maybe a different atmosphere, different teammates. Maybe it'll change at that point. Again, that's a lot of maybes. And again, that's another player that's consistently hurt is Zion. So I don't know. Are they stacking up for Giannis, or are they making a smaller move for Zion? Or I don't know who else is out there that would be available at the moment for a big. But they're definitely making moves, and this is something that's unprecedented, right? They don't make a lot of moves. If you were to look back at their trade summary, it's not a lot. Let me pull back up right here. I got the trade summary. So yeah, those were mentioned. We also you got the DeMar DeRozan acquisitions, the Zach LaVine acquisitions, right? We're making those moves. So I don't know what direction they're in, and that's one of the problems that this team has been without a rudder for multiple years, and they can't figure it out. And you saw AK come in here and build a team with Zach LaVine and DeRozan, and then you had Ball. Ball was out for 2.5 years, and it just killed it because they had no real point guard to run Billy's offense. And then you have the egos and a lot of other issues that happen within the Bulls. And now you're almost either you're tearing it down to get a bunch of young guys and trying to get offload these 1-year contracts that expire at the end of the year, or are you trying to do another quick fix? And hopefully they're going young and building a young core to move forward and maybe spend in the off season on a free agent. Please don't be the team that just tries to get another quick fix, another band-aid on a head wound. You're going to continue to bleed out, right? Everybody knows that the United Center is always going to be packed for Chicago Bulls. And that might be some of the problem where they don't feel the pressure where they have to win, right? You have the Cubs that are full regardless, right? The White Sox are fans that if the team is not good, they're not showing up. Bears fans show up no matter what. If the team is good, they're showing up 80% of the season, the first 80% after, and then the last couple of games will be empty. Chicago Fire as well. If they're good, the people are showing up. If they're bad, they're not showing up. So what other Bulls are doing? Are they trying to change this image of we're just going to meddle in the middle and be the play-in team that gets eliminated right away? Or are they going balls to the walls? So there's a lot to think of, a lot to banter on what the Chicago Bulls will be doing. Again, we've got another couple of days before the trade deadline expires. And what more moves can happen? I mean, will they be trading for Kuminga? Are you trading Kobe for Kuminga? I'm trying to think of other players that might want to move. But right now, I don't know what you want to do, Chicago. Don't know what you want to do. And we've been so numb to the Chicago Bulls just being in the middle that we're like, yeah, I'll go to the Bulls game, but I'm there to be entertained by the other team that I'm coming to see, because this Bulls team has been up and down like a seesaw, up and down like a seesaw. They win one, they lose one. They win two, they lose two. They win three, lose five. Like they're under 500. And is it the coaching? Are they going to get rid of Billy Donovan at the end of the year, or are they going to continue with his contract? I know there was rumors of the coach from Illinois that would be a potential good match. So I mean, well, no, that's a football coach. I'm looking at basketball. Sorry, coach from Illinois basketball. But I mean, in my opinion, I think if they're gonna tear it down to the studs, I think they need another voice. Brad Underwood. Um, definitely need another voice. I think we need a change of culture. We need a Brad. We need the Bears coach to step in for a little bit and change the culture. Ben Johnson, come on, coach basketball for a little bit. All kidding aside, the Bulls have made 3 trades. It looks like they're finally actually flipping players that are expiring. I wish Vuč all the best. Definitely, one of the favorite players of this core, consistent, professional. We knew he couldn't play great defense, but he tried his best at times, and he was a double machine. True professional. And I think also he kind of got sick of with all these young kids who are excited for winning a regular season game, and he's like, dude, this is just day 1 of 82. So I wish Vuč the best, and hopefully they can do well over there, just not against us. But again, Vuč is gone. Huerter's gone. We're bringing in Jaden Ivey, shooting guard from Detroit, and then Anfernee Simons, shooting guard from the Celtics, along with Mike Conley, the point guard from Minnesota. So you're bringing in 3 guys, getting a couple picks. We're swapping 2 second rounders as well. What are they going to do next? So let me know in the comments. And if anything else breaks, I'll probably jump in live from my phone to cover it. But thanks for everybody who's tuning in. And again, we are weekly on Monday night, 7:30 to about 9. We talk all Chicago sports. You can check us out down there. 606 Media is our webpage where you can check out all the different podcasts on there. And Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We post all of the latest news up on there on Facebook. True Chicago Sports Fans on Facebook. And again, you can find me on Big Z _ 606 Media on all of my socials. So if anything else breaks, I will try to get on as soon as possible to address anything. And if you guys want to talk about something, hit me up, hit the line, and we'll be back. All right. So I will take this time to say thank you for tuning in. And if anything breaks, I'll be back on air. But let's see what the Bulls do. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the trades and who you want them to trade for going forward. All right. Y'all have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you soon.